All right, so here's my question for you coaches out there. And my question is, do you really have enough hours under your belt that you can start not thinking about what you're doing? And what I mean by that is, if you think of any skill that you have turned into a habit, made something that you don't have to think about. So think about brushing your teeth, or think about tying your shoes, or think about even driving for most of us. Most of us can tell you with very, very precise detail exactly the steps you take when you brush your teeth. Now, do you think about it when you go to brush your teeth? Step 1, I'm going to do this. Step 2, no. You just walk into the bathroom, pull out the cupboard, reach in, grab your toothpaste, blah, blah, blah. You go through the steps. But right now, if you were to close your eyes and you were to visualize those steps in your bathroom, I bet you could see those with incredible clarity. And you could write down step by step each little detail and some notes around it, even like, oh, here's what's usually next to my toothbrush, or here is what's in my cupboard aside from my toothpaste. It's because these are built-in habits now, and you've done them enough times that they're wired into your brain. Now, coaching, at some point, becomes the same thing, where you don't have to think about certain components of coaching, about how to set stuff up, or when to set stuff up, or how to position yourself in a class. Now, when you first start, you most definitely do. But one way you can test kind of how far along are you is to do the same thing we just did with the toothbrush. You close your eyes, and you try to start to finish, just visualize every little step of the way. What are the things that happen? What does the room look like that you're walking into? What's the general pattern that you take when you walk down the stairs? Oh, you notice this one's a little longer and this one's a little shorter. Like, what are those details that you have done so many times that they're there in your head that you never actually think about, but can recall with pretty darn close accuracy? Now, what's gonna happen for some of you guys is you're gonna think that you've put in enough time, put in enough hours, put in enough effort. You're gonna close your eyes, you're gonna go to think of this list, and it's gonna be a pretty short list. I'm gonna post my list of my non-conscious / conscious things that I go through every single time that I coach. And I wrote this from memory, so I didn't sit down there and watch a class or review a class and go through it. I just closed my eyes and did exactly this and wrote everything I could remember down of what I'm thinking about or just doing subconsciously that happens during a session that I coach. And I want you to, before you look at that list, I want you to try it. I want you to try exactly this, and then I want you to compare it to my list. And I want you to tell me if maybe you need some more hours under your belt before you can start not thinking about certain things. Because when you're coaching, you're always gonna be thinking about things. You're always gonna be adapting to the situation that you're in. But oftentimes, we start to tune stuff out and start to forget to do certain things because we think we're there, but I wanna see if you really are. Now again, this is Pat, warm up and workout. Leave your ego at the door. That should be your motto as a coach and as an athlete. Check out the list, try this little experiment. Enjoy.